and welcome to another episode of Curse Mother Misery. Tonight we're playing the module Curse of Strahd, but it's changed, transformed, and we're playing in the system and the setting of Frostmark the RPG, everything created by moi. There's a content warning for tonight of bad language, heavy topics, gothic horror, and perhaps some gore. We shall see. But with me, I have a wonderful cast of players. I got Lady Lyra, happy with Megan's baby Julie. Hello, welcome.
Guys, I think we found the crazy dwarf.
I'm Marty Archesha Warlock, played by Cookie. Hello, hello.
Hello. Leah, I do believe this is a fabled ferret man.
Nick Sotovestana, Tiefling Bard, played by Adriano.
Get it away from my cat, it might eat it!
And certainly not least, we got Master Areas at Woven Wizard, played by Bowie. Hello, welcome.
They can't get you under the cart. They can't get you under the cart. They can't get you under the cart.
Wonderful! What happened last time, gang?
We were on the road to Viridian City. Yay. On the road to Matricide, essentially.
Yes.
The road to matricide.
The road to Matricide, indeed. That is the new name of the road. Ultimately, we had some conversations on the road to killing Mommy Dearest. And there was a little bit of discussion with Illyria feeling a little bit of the sadsies that, you know, her involvement with the vampire simp that Nyx got boofed. Nevertheless, Nyx is like, I've had worse, and everything's all good now. But the views on the possibility that Team Trauma might be making a name for themselves amongst Barovia. After all, we did just slay a fucking huge tree. Lumberjacks in Barovia would be like, I've seen bigger, but, you know, we're competing. Esmeralda was a little bit introspective at this point. After Nyx's sacrifice for the party / Illyria. So as we jumped on the cart after some quick snoozing, a little bit of talk about Nyx's coat, and then a little bit about Hamartia's want for a coat of her own. And then we all learn that Hamartia's skill set of art is through the heckin' roof. And she draws a perfect copy of Strahd's tome in Nyx's book. So we have a actual sort of guide about what we're meant to be finding amongst all the other books in Barovia, because there are so many. Then we had a lovely interaction with Ezzy asking to speak to Nyx at the front of the cart on the way to Matricide, with conversations where she's like saying, hey, you're not really one of us, and Nyx is like, no shit, and saying that, well, no Vistani ever sacrifices themselves for somebody else, certainly not for love. And when asked how he's so un-Vistani-like and his ability to quote-unquote love, Nyx then throws it back in her face and says, well, don't you love Rickton? And she's like, wait a second, maybe it's all one big misunderstanding. But there's ultimately some observed differences between the two cousins that Nyx is clearly demonstrating some signs of division from the standard Vistani way, as indicative already learned by Team Trauma that his father was a diva, however you pronounce it, and still carries with him a vial of Daddy Dearest's blood in his pocket.
First Angel of Hasius, though, to be clear.
First Angel of Hasius. Mm-hmm. Well, not anymore. So, there's a back and forth here and there, in which Elsie sort of discloses to Nyx that she did atrocious things in the name of love, aka not love, aka whatever the fuck she wanted to do, by bringing strange folk from outside the mist into the mist to feed our vampire simp lord. And Nyx is like, how could you do that? And Ezzy's like, I was a rebel, and wanting to make a name for herself in whatever capacity. So that was fun times for Nyx. And in the meantime, Hamati and Illyria had something to say, and I'll hand over to it now.
What's up?
Julie?
Yes. All right.
Are you finding the session handout again?
You do know.
I can keep on going if you like.
Oh, I have. So, Hamardia and Illyria, meanwhile, had a chat about the Protectorate and its history, and if Strahd was telling the truth about the Protectorate being aware of him. And Hamardia did have questions about why Illyria decided to become a soldier and so readily put her life on the line. When Ezzy got back, they started talking about reasons the Protectorate would ally with Strahd. And Illyria doesn't quite want to believe it. As he mentions that Rickton often grumbled about the Copperbeards and that the Vistani attempted to deliver letters to the Protectorate.
Mm-hmm.
And we also talked about Thad.
Yeah.
And the fact that he was sent here to find Illyria.
Yep, yep.
Spell scroll stuff.
Yeah, that happened.
And we, after spell scroll shenanigans, we reach the vineyard, and Ezzy decides to say goodbye and head to the Martikovs, tell them what happened, and to protect them. She does, however, still want to join the assault on the castle. And goodbye, because she also promised Rickton to kill him and his son, which... Calm the fuck down, Rickton. She's a bit weird, but there's not really more said, and we move on. Should I continue, or...?
Sure, if you prefer. Or you want me to take over?
Well, we go and, well, on the way we kind of discuss about the morality of killing Morgantha and about killing a child if you can resurrect them.
Well, we talked about the possibility of like what
Yeah.
happens in the scenario where
Of like a child dying or killing Morgantha, and Nyx was like, it's fine, I can bring him back. Which Hamardia wasn't quite okay with. And she also wants to be the one to take the killing blow.
we will have to make sure that happens. Yeah.
We also reached a bridge where Illyria had some business. Fully intending to throw the necklace she got from Strahd back in Villaki off the bridge when she hears voices from Tatiana's past. She hesitates and Nyx comes to talk to her. And Illyria was unsure if she really wanted to do that after Strahd threatened Nyx, and Nyx decided to properly identify the necklace. And there is quite a lot of magic packed into that little thing.
Oh.
and we figured that it might be useful to keep. But as to not be tracked, we decided to put it in the bag of holding. Does
Indeed. Because
somebody
it was
else
like a
want-
key and like it was a way
it's
to
like a
explore
locate
the
object
castle.
Standing knock, teleportation circle shenanigans.
Absolutely. It was a way, instead of throwing something away that could potentially benefit us,
Yeah.
but to hide it away so it doesn't hinder us
Yes.
and use it against Strahd.
Yes.
Mwahaha.
Excellent.
She had a little emotional moment, seemingly hearing Sergei and telling him that she intends to end this. And then we continued our journey.
Without tossing a certain tiefling off of the bridge.
Yeah, I was so disappointed.
Yeah.
Do you want to continue, Hamardia?
Yeah. You go, Cookie.
Finish it up. Go, take us home.
Okay. Well, after the bridge, Amatia tries to comfort Leah a little bit. Basically, telling her, hey, you dealt with a lot of shit, you had a really, really bad hand, and you did what you could, and that's really great, because most people would crumble under this sort of pressure of having vampire sugar daddy breathing down on your neck. And
then
we discussed well, shit, yeah, we have new stuff. So everybody said, hey, I have this new stuff, I have this new stuff, I have this new stuff. So we have a lot of new stuff because we leveled up. So now we know, our characters know what the others are capable of. That's the thing. So,
Yeah.
of you metagamers. And we went away, and you know, it's really nice. It's a nice little cart. And when suddenly we start to hear some noise in the woods. What could it be? We wondered to ourselves.
Is it a lion? Is it a tiger?
No!
Is it a bear?
It's a batshit crazy dwarf chucking lightning bolts at wolves and then scuttling under our cart.
Yes. I guess so. All right. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Let's.
It's a pleasure, Bexxy.
Every time. Every time. Let's go back to the moment, shall we?
That magic moment.
From hours on end, on a peaceful, traveling afternoon, to 100 things happening in seconds. It's just another day in Barovia, eh? Caught in the heat of the moment, there's a lot of details here to take in, and some decisions forced upon you. So, to bring you into the speed of things, this is what you know. A dwarf, exhausted and disheveled, ran out of the forest, caused a massive lightning spell behind him, then dove for protection underneath one of your wagon wheels. Coming out of the forest behind him is Gorak, with his pack hot on his heels. He seemed excited at first, but clearly recognizes you and seems to falter in his pursuit. So, Teen Trauma, what are your immediate actions?
Yeah, he's just going to shout, whoa, let's take a moment to breathe, everyone. Whoa.
And Nyx. So everyone just say what their actions are. So they all happen at the same time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so Marta tries to speak. Illyria?
Illyria kind of glares at what's his face?
Gorak.
Gorg. While kind of also trying to keep an eye out on the dwarf.
Nyx, you're still in the front of the wagon. It stopped. You parked it alongside the road, like slightly to the side. What do you do? You're closest to Gork.
So Nyx has that fragment of a moment where he's like having that calculating the math sort of like appears in front of him, using like that animation.
Yeah.
And like he's thinking about like who this person is the last time they saw him, remembering Asphodel being the person that demonstrated like her dominance over it, realizing that Asphodel's nowhere to be seen and that dominance needs to be had, and immediately drops the reins and bounds off the cart like 10 meters, well, not 10 meters, 2 meters before him, and just uses the curse ring to flare his red eyes and challenges Gorak and says, "This is not your road. You go back to the forest where you belong." Invoking Asphodel.
Whoa! Long time no see. I see that you don't have your purple friend with you. That's a shame.
Oh, she's nearby. Don't be concerned with that. In fact, she could pop out at any moment. We are due to rendezvous with her. I'm surprised you haven't seen her yet.
Yeah, right. Okay, this is a little bit awkward. I didn't mean to stumble upon you, but we had some fun chasing that thing underneath your wagon. So, you know, we just gotta take it, and then we're gonna leave.
I think not.
You won't be taking him.
You are out of your boundaries. As was mentioned last time, do you want me to go find Asphodel to remind you about what and where you stand? And he takes another step towards Gorak.
She's not here. That arrogant lizard thing.
Nearby.
I've already lost my appetite anyway. I don't fucking care about some weird child with a beard, but did you go to the cave? I'm so surprised you're all alive, if you did.
Well, it turns out that your clan is not much of a fight. My apologies.
What?
I mean,
What is the status of Kirill? What has happened?
well, Kill has been, let's say, annihilated, decimated, beheaded, embarrassed, dead. For a while now.
A change in leadership has been established since you were last there. I recommend that you go see what's what.
You're so fucking foolish and stupid. I think I believe you. Wait, who is in command?
Well,
Maybe it's time for
Asphodel.
Gorak. What?
she took the curse. She is now one of you, and she roams these lands with a new...
She took the right of Alpha? And to rule Kirill one-on-one?
Indeed, it was a remarkable spectacle.
I'm gonna do an empathy composure.
You want me to do a deception?
Yes, for sure.
I mean, I'm kind of saying the same. but
yeah,
correctly.
for
Hamadia
sure.
will... Can Hamadia help with this?
He kind of spoke there alone.
I see.
But
I mean, no. I mean, Hamachi did say like embellished it, saying like he's
yeah.
dead
What
and
do you
whatnot.
want to say to help? Because he kind of squints at Nick.
Have you ever... I want to say, have you ever seen a dragonborn werewolf before? This mixture of fur and scales and his eyes staring at you. And that cold breath. If every single huff and puff.
Okay. Make me with advantage. Manipulation, since both of you are speaking.
Okay. I know about you. You're slightly better in this than Nyx, but
Yeah, but you're the one making the conversation.
Natural
Yeah.
20!
Let's go.
I mean, it's just that easy. What can you do?
I mean, when it comes to matters of convincing werewolves they be bitches,
Yeah.
it's on nat 20s all day, baby.
Oh, Nathan, high five.
Jesus Christ.
You
What the fuck? Really? Fuck, what does it mean for... But, what does that sort of, like, are you still going to find ammo? Like, are we back to the normal Red Fang shit? We're not going to follow that bloodsucker, right?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, fuck him.
Absolutely. Fuck him indeed. Asphodel is... Well, she is looking for new lieutenants to facilitate her establishment.
Right. Is she back at the cave, or just she was around?
She's nearby. We're actually heading towards where we expect her to be. Now, I don't expect you to come along, but we are looking to fuck more shit up if you're interested.
Okay, this is a little bit too fast for me. Like, I guess the enemy of my enemy. I don't like being exiled anymore, and if Kirill is gone, the she bitch, then...
Then I would suggest, okay, Asphodel will be coming back this way in the coming days. Leave one of your crew on the road. Catch her when she comes by. I'm sure she'll be looking for new lieutenants. I will make sure that I tell her about you if you are interested, after all. It's either that or decimation, just the same. It's your call.
Okay, whoa. Not so fast. I think we're kinda equal. Alright, maybe. I shall go back to the cave and talk to people. I'm missing them.
Right. Leave this one to us, after all. Like Asphodel said, stay within your area. Until she comes for you. Then you can roam free with her.
Okay, well, fine. But by the way, what is that thing? Do you know? He's strange. Shoots lightning through his hands. Is it a child with a beard?
It is none of your concern.
Amartya is trying to engage if this dwarf has a beard made out of copper.
You kind of like lean down a little bit and like move your body to the side. You can see the dwarf still there, like in the fetal position, rocking back and forth. Its beard is patchy. It's all overgrown. There's like a part of it that is kind of missing on the side of his cheek, but it's very much brown.
Yeah. I think it might it be one of these things that you told me that you have back there.
Things?
There.
Like short people, but not short as I am, but not.
Right.
He's a dwarf.
Yes,
The
those
dwarf.
ones.
A small person? What? Oh, he was born with bad genes. I see. Oh, okay. Poor guy. I mean, some wolves of mine just died. I'm a little bit pissed. If I see him around in my forest again, I'm going to act. Okay?
Understood.
Capiche?
Alright.
Yes, we shall make sure that these dwarf will not intrude upon your territory, my friend.
Good, because otherwise I will be mad and there's going to be a retribution. And he tries to flex.
And Nix puts his hands on his hips and like gives him like a kind of look. Like, bitch, please.
Yeah, you better know it. Okay, Gorik pack, move out! He tried to act cool and like makes this motion with his hands. And
Autobots, roll out.
Go, power werewolves!
The wolves head back into the forest.
Nix lets out the biggest like exhale, like he was not in charge of that situation, like invoking Asper, and just like sort of gets a little bit weak.
Good
Good job.
Nick.
Yeah, good for you.
We do have a...
Illyria would like to kind of like sort of like kneel down and look under the cart.
As she sort of kneel down and get down to his level, he will immediately, like a cornered dog under a car, kind of break out of his fetal position, kind of look towards her and just just breathing, looking at her, sort of trying to puff out his chest a little bit, not saying anything.
It's okay. You're from the Protectorate, right?
Yeah.
And
What?
she kind of, I assume she still has some armor or like some sort of like insignia that she gets out. And
When she would look down and get a proper look of him, I can give a quick description if
Yes.
needed. Yeah. All right. So below this card, you find a huddled up, muddied, battle-scarred, and absolutely terrified hill dwarf. His hair is tied up in a ponytail, with many wild sprouts going out in all sorts of different directions. Half of his face is covered in bandages that appear days, weeks, no, years old. His clothes are torn, scratched up, and have fought a mighty battle against the wicked nature of Barovia. Hung around his chest is a brown duffel bag, almost bursting at the seams due to the contents inside, with random pockets full of books, small trinkets, and knickknacks. Most notably, this dwarf is cladded in a unique half-plate armor. It neatly covers his chest and back and sits on him compactly. This plate seems almost in pristine condition as opposed to the rest of his clothing, only bearing a little bit of dirt picked up from the forest ground. At the center top of the plate is a small brand. It's the brand of the Copperbeard's Protectorate.
Cool.
Yeah,
Really
and Illyria, you probably have some kind of badge probably still with you, and as you move it up and out, mysterious dwarf, you do recognize that is exactly the same that of the symbol that you mysteriously have still on your clothes.
He, Arius raises, slightly raises his right hand, not pointing it towards Illyria, but just almost seeming like it's in a battle-ready stance. And on his left hand, he starts patting, the brand on his chest, looking mysteriously at at what Illyria just brandished. What is that? Where'd you find it?
It's the insignia of the Protectorate.
I don't know what you... I haven't seen. He looks down. I should know. I should know what that is. Why don't I know what that is? He just looks towards her, confused.
You seem to have been going through a lot.
Are you one of them? The bloodsuckers? The people that trail me? One of them? One of the monsters out in the forest?
No.
Are you trying to get me as well? He
No,
looks
I'm not.
towards... As she responds, he looks towards Amathia next. What about you? Trying something, are you? You won't get me. I won't die.
You won't die. I'm a diplomat from the Protectorate, and these are my friends.
The Protectorate. The Protectorate. The Protectorate.
Yes, the Copperbeard Protectorate.
He lightens up a little bit. And then he just looks over again, glances towards Hamarthia and Nyx.
Nick squats down on his haunches. You know, his like coat billows out just to the side as he like stares under like the cart as if a wild creature had entered underneath it, and cocks his head to the side and says, "I hope you do not think you're going to damage my cart."
Nick's right
He looks around. He looks around, almost confused at the statement you just made. Oh. Comfortable, but not the same. And he slightly scurries on, kind of goes over behind the wheel here, and tries to just come out on the end where he, at the very least, thinks there's not anybody. Just right around here.
Sir? Hello. My name is Hamarthia. It's a pleasure. Do you have a name you remember?
They didn't tell me that. They didn't tell me that, the name. I've been wondering myself. Have you ever spoken to an Elman buck tree before, have you? Have you?
What?
I'm afraid I've never spoke to a buck tree before.
Good, good. You don't speak to an Elman buck tree, you listen. And I've been listening. I've spoken to every single one of them around here, and they have told me about this protectorate. They've told me about it. And he looks down to the ground, almost a sudden fear crawling over his face. They told me to use my key. What do they know? They know nothing about my key. They know nothing. I don't need to go there.
Bowie, do you have any sort of how do you call it? Fresh wounds on you?
Besides, he certainly has, like, scratches he's picked up from the forest, branches cutting through his skin, but besides what you may assume is behind the bandage, there is not really anything that stands out when it comes to fresh wounds.
I see.
So you're not like them, the forest dwellers, the ones that try to take my key.
Forest dwellers. Do you mean big, tall people that speak this weird language?
He sort of shakes his head, not really sure what to say. Tall.
Wolves?
Wolves. Tall. They hunt, they kill. Every time they see me, I fight back. And then I run. They can't catch me. They try. They always fail. They want my key. I want to throw it away, but I can't.
They want your key.
I want
He,
everybody to make me a quick perception check. Since you're keeping an eye on your new guest, let's do it with intelligence.
Perception, intelligence is a thing.
30-20.
50.
All right.
14.
Okay. So, yeah, you know, all of you, but Illyria notices first that from one of these various pouches that he still have, there is suddenly a pretty strong purple light that starts to shine from within. And, Mysterious Dwarf, there is something that happens in your head, a moment of a bit of clarity.
he pats sort of pats himself and looks down again, and as he looks up, he seems almost different. A very sad expression starts covering his face, and he looks towards Illyria, the one proclaiming to be part of the Protectorate. I haven't been. I had the key this entire time. I haven't been up there. I could have gone. I could have fixed all of this. And he looks up towards the group, panning through. If you're not... If you're who you say you are, if you're not a wolf trying to hunt me, will you help me? Would you help me go through that door? Please.
What door are you talking about here? I mean, sorry, you sound a little crazy to me. I've seen a fair share of crazy people in Barovia. It happens.
He, his hands kind of quivering, shaking, and he has his finger pointed out, and he just taps the side of his head. I haven't been in there for very, very long time. I have the key. I can fix it, but not by myself. I can't go there. I can't go in there by myself.
Hey, listen, before we get to any door or fix anything, we must get you up to shape. You look like you've been for a lot, and we can provide you with food and shelter so you can recover and be stronger.
Illyria, do you know who this is?
Well, without a name, it's difficult, but yes. We've heard about the dwarf from the Protectorate, roaming these woods. And
Illyria, make me a intelligence check with disadvantage.
why you do me dirty like that?
This grimy little forest ferret.
Yeah. It's a sniveling little dwarf.
Turns into a ferret. You'll never
This
catch
could
me.
be.
They'll never take me alive.
That's a 9.
Yeah, you don't. Dwarf, the moment is closing. You better do it now, or it might be too late.
He starts panicking. No, I can't wait. I can't.
Look, I want to help him.
He starts kind of going around in circles. You don't
Illyria.
understand. I've been running away from this for a long time. This is the time. Please help me.
Illyria, I appreciate the sentiment. We have children's lives at stake. We can't go ahead on a wild goose chase following this. My apologies. Madman!
Then I'll do it on my own.
And what? You'll not help us with what we need to do?
Where are you going? Like, you have been sleeping in the forest, and you're struggling to make any sense of any words? You're going to jump on the bandwagon of this crazy person just because, what, he reminds you of where you come from?
He doesn't even have a copper beard. It's regular hair.
That's not how dwarfs work!
Dwarf, whispering into your ear from behind, there's this matronly, weak female voice that goes, "Open the key. Open the door. Now."
He looks towards the group and has quite a pained and pleading look. I understand. In return, if you help me, I will give you everything. But I have run out of time. I have to go. Please help me. And he turns around and he raises the palm of his hand. And on that, you will likely get to see his soul mark of a raven with its spread wings. And he holds it out behind him. And he casts the Magnificent Mansion spell.
What?
Ooh.
What?
A shimmer in the air, a crack in reality, a sizzling line of blue. Jagged bolt of lightning appears before you in the air. It crackles for a moment, then widens into a scar. The surface is at first a swirling blue energy, rippling with mystery. But then, the picture changes. A black mist starts to ooze from the scar in reality, and within a second, the portal before you changes completely. Now, it is in the shape of a melted black pudding, a roiling and a boiling surface of black tar, and it continues to exude this dark fog. Whatever this is, certainly seems a bit ominous.
I mean, no shit.
Whoa.
Whoa, what is that? What is that? Do I know this spell? Do I know what's going on here?
Yeah, make me an occult intelligence. As soon as the spell is finished to be cast, the purple light disappears. 17. Well, you don't know the spell by name, but you definitely recognize the Coptic words as something to do with conjuration.
Would I... Okay, based off of what I have always known about magic and learned recently, the primary thought I'm trying to determine here is, does that look sus?
With all my academic ears, does the black void look suspicious?
Well, it is...
In comparison to what it should be.
Yeah, true.
Oh. Yeah, well, it definitely changed character strangely. It seemed like the nature of his soul mark and the nature of the spell, and then that it changed. There is definitely something sus going on top of things, for sure. But you also know that this is probably a portal to either an extra-dimensional space, or it could be a teleportation spell to somewhere else. A physical place.
The last time that happened, things got awkward real quick.
Yeah.
Then as Nick sees this fucky portal happen, and he raises an eyebrow that don't look right. Nick's calls to Illyria in somewhat due haste and says, "Illyria, that does not look right. I don't know what he's doing, but something, it doesn't work. Whatever you're going to do, I recommend you do it now, but it's all on you. What's going on?"
I think we should try to help him.
Then grab him now!
Okay, what the fuck are we doing, guys?
We're grabbing the dwarf!
Okay, I'm grabbing the dwarf!
The dwarf!
I am going... Oh no, this is a risky move. Okay, I'm going to let Leia do something first.
I mean, Illyria just kind of walks up and just kind of looks expectantly at him and is like, "Do we go through that, or?"
I mean, obviously hearing that conversation, Irius is slightly panicky, but he tries. He looks towards Illyria. He looks towards the rest, and he sort of goes, "This will be only dangerous for me. I can't go through it myself. I haven't been here for a while. I just need help to walk. That's all. You will be fine."
Empathy composure check.
Everything about like
Okay, maximum 2 people. Go.
the sense is real.
Yeah.
That one.
22.
I'm too far away.
Well, like, he's pretty confusing. Logic seems to be a little bit left behind. Ham. He is legitimately scared. But there is a tiny quiver and light of hope in his eyes.
He, in a last-ditch effort, he again glances towards the group, and just again with a very sorrowful and sad face, just looks and goes, I don't want to be stuck in this forest anymore. I will give you everything in return. Everything. And he takes one step towards the portal.
Lyria is also gonna step closer and kind of like give him like a reassuring look, and then look towards the others.
Nix. I might be a complete idiot for this. But somehow, I believe we can get something good out of this.
And she takes a step forward.
You guys are crazy. You're going into. Who am I to argue with crazy? It's everything we've always done. You want to jump in the portal, Lyria? I'll follow you.
But if we die, it's your fault.
Yeah, okay. If we die, it's on me. You can go on about it forever in the afterlife, I guess.
Good, I will haunt you.
Can you haunt someone who's dead?
Nick's gonna like grab the reins of the
Barovia.
horses and try and like tie it up to like a branch nearby so the horses don't go running off with the cart.
Yeah, I imagine so. You park your things.
Okay.
As Irius turns towards that portal, now being ever closer than before, you all will notice that he is the equivalent of a quivering, terrified dog when he looks at that thing.
Crazy Dove says what?
Are you ready?
He just nods. And he goes in.
Okay, I know we've been pretty reckless. You know, fighting a giant tree, having a piss off with Strad and all of that, but whew, this is a new height.
Oh, level.
Well, I'm known for being reckless, and she steps firm.
Okay.
If we die, I will never let you hear the end of it. Next follows Illyria.
What did I get myself into?
And Hamaria grumbles her way to the portal.
Okay.
New campaign?
Easiest TPK of my life.
It was all just a ploy to end the campaign because Bexxy doesn't like us anymore.
Yeah.
On the scorching dunes. On the scorching dunes. Underneath 3 stars of 3 different colors. You step out in the heat. No. The journey through the portal is quick. Slightly tingly. And somewhat cold. But within a second, one after the other, you stumble into a brightly lit chamber clad in stone. From whence you came is a swirling blue portal. And what you're greeted by is dwarven runes on decorative tiles, dwarven statues, as well copper-bearded banners and tapestries, which Illyria easily recognize, whilst Hamartia is completely clueless about. A door opens on its own accord to the northeast, spilling light into the chamber, a shimmering blue light. A voice floats to you coming from that direction. So you have finally decided to face me. I have awaited a long, long time. Panic sets into the eyes of the dwarf beside you, making him fret and sweat. At the same time, the light sources flicker and become somewhat dimmer. What was once a quite welcoming atmosphere now turns a tad bit disturbing. The temperature drops. The light sources around seems to fight to remain lit, and in the corners of the room, furthest away from you, reality seems to twist and contort, like it is forgetting its original shape and purpose. The portal behind you flicker a few times between activated and deactivated, and in the end, it goes off. And now, there's only a sheer marble wall where the spinning and magical energies used to be. You don't really feel at ease here, nor do you feel alone. The atmosphere seems oppressive and somehow alive and chaotic all at the same time. One thing is for sure. You don't feel in control. You feel like you're merely guests trapped in somebody else's tragic play. What do you want to do?
Where are we?
Arius is completely stunted. He looks towards the tapestries in the room as his heart rate slowly but surely begins going up.
That's all Copperbeard stuff.
I told you, I haven't been here for a long time.
Mr. Beard, would you mind telling us where this place is or what it is?
He looks towards Hamathia, and again with a shaking hand, he takes his hand and points towards the side of his head. It's in here. I haven't been in here.
We're in your brain.
I'm sorry, that just killed me.
In his brain! What? That doesn't make any sense! How can you be in someone's brain? It's just a bunch of noodles
stuck together. What?
He looks towards the exit. I don't remember. I don't remember this place. I don't remember the horse. I don't remember that voice. I don't know. You will have to lead. I will follow.
All right.
Right. Inside a crazy dwarf's brain,
Takes a few steps forward.
and everything is decorated. A little bit tackily, if I'm honest.
I mean,
Any worse.
If you should see inside my brain, Illyria, far more colors.
honestly, I think I'm good without seeing the inside of your brain.
Like a sultan harem or something like that.
Yeah.
My brain is more pretty.
There are far more pillows, that's for sure.
Illyria
Is
kind
that-
of like looks around carefully, kind of like seeing if there's anything she recognizes apart from the copper beard.
There is a scroll displayed on that wooden cabinet there, Nix. It is written in letters that are kind of, rune-like, pretty sharp, harsh lines. Does anybody
language-
here speak Dwarven?
Or read Dwarven.
Or read Dwarven?
I can read Dwarven, given 10 minutes.
Oh, maybe we have a dwarf.
I feel like Illyria should read Dwarvish, actually.
I mean, you could have picked it up brokenly if you spent one skill point.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Maybe
yeah.
the
Hey,
dwarf can read.
Can
dwarf.
you read this?
Can you read?
Arius sort of swings his head towards you guys, sort of almost like he got scared just by you talking to him, and he makes his way over. No, it's a good question. Can he read?
Can
You
read?
don't remember what this language is called. You don't remember when you learned it, but you just understand its meaning. Hearth for the soul, hearth for the heart. Open up to our warm embers and let them embrace you. For as long as you have a heart, you have the Copperbeards. And Illyria, you immediately recognize that when he speaks out loud, to be like the motto for the Copperbeards.
Huh.
That means something?
Well, yeah, it's sort of the motto of the Copperbeards.
So he is a copperbeard, despite the non-copperbeard.
It is a name, like Feathermore, you know?
Well, sometimes there are feathers.
I do not have feathers.
Sometimes there are more of them.
You could have more feathers.
Yes.
What?
It's so simple. This is Nix of the Vistani because he was of the Vistani, and I am Hamatia something, probably.
Right, in Barovia, your last name kind of defines you. Like,
Yes.
that's not how it works in the Protectorate. I always thought they were feathers. I was just expecting them later.
It's a family name passed down through the generations. They probably have some sort of meaning or origin, but there are no literal feathers involved.
Oh. Okay.
It's a bit weird. You don't
Ah.
have like some sort of virtue name, perhaps, or anything that might be close to that.
People sometimes have, well, nicknames, or they earn like a way for people to address them, but no.
Okay,
Yes, I
so
have
what does
idea.
it mean that the words copperbit, that this is the home of the copperbit? Have we teleported outside of Barovia into this guy's mind, which is outside of Barovia?
Well, I mean, he's most likely from the Protectorate. And this is most likely some place at least inspired by the Protector.
Nick's gonna try and take the scroll.
All right.
Is it possible
It's-
to touch it?
Yeah. It is slightly brittle to your touch. It's not like it's ready to fall apart at any possible moment, but you need to handle it with some care to not rip.
Okay. He was first testing like maybe this is all a massive illusion.
Oh no! You feel the touch of parchment underneath your fingers.
And then I'll carefully roll it up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just put it in the bag for the time being, just in case.
He Arius just looks, and it's just very, very curiously kind of traces his fingers over the desk, almost seeming like he's trying very desperately to remember, but seemingly unbothered by the removal of the scroll.
Is any of this ring a bell to you, crazy man?
I've been here before. I just don't remember. I don't know. I can't remember a thing.
Do you think us being here, doing whatever needs to be done, will help you remember?
He just gives Hamarthia a look of, I don't know, and I really fucking hope so.
No. Well, Nix looks around and see like, is there like a way forward? Like, is there a door?
Yeah. Directly to the north. There was a door that swung open on its own accord. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Casting some shimmering blue light into the hallway.
Then I guess we gravitate towards there.
Illyria's gonna take a peek. What the fuck's that?
Illyria, it's hypnotizing. A dazzling display of magic, glowing and twisting bubble of blue light on top of a magic circle written with Coptic runes.
Nix tries to get a look.
You want to step in to give some space?
Oh. Well, ain't that shiny? I guess we'll walk in. Regard the shiny Coptic circle with bewildering amazement.
Indeed, and now when you're closer to it, there's some more details that you can spot. In contrast to this blue, shining magic, there's also these four beams, almost chain-like in their form, that connect to four different points high up on the walls. Each of these nodes have different colors. One of bright orange, one of deep green, one of warm red, and the last one a dark blue. And each of them cast this beam or this rope that attaches to the bubble below.
Nix looks to Bowie, not Bowie, to the dwarf, thinking that this is all in his head. That gives like the whole like WTF face, and then like looks at it more and says like, anything ringing a bell here, Mr. Crazy Man?
Like a moth to a flame, he is absolutely lost and captivated by it. I don't know. I don't like it. My
You
chest is
don't-
aching. when I look at it, I get a bad feeling. Strange feeling. He kind of goes up behind Nyx and sort of gets a closer look.
Mm-hmm. Suddenly, movement. You all freeze. You thought the arcane bubble was done surprising you, but clearly you were wrong. It is not empty. There's some kind of wispy black smoke taking shape within. It dances a bit haphazardly with itself, but it solidifies, stretches out, becomes more dense, and then gathers itself into a vague but quite small humanoid shape.
Nick steps a little bit closer to get a better look, with narrowing his eyes, trying to pierce the veil of shadow to see feature.
It's very hard to see, Nyx, but you can see the mouth opening. Like, everything is black, so it's very hard. But within the harsh light of the blue light, this thing clearly moves, and it opens its mouth to say, "Well, well, well. Look at you. Is there a more pathetic sight?" Iris, you climb to 10 stress.
No.
The lights around you flicker like before, dimming further. They can't seem to fight off the oppression of the darkness. Something is wrong. There's something sinister in the air. Your head starts to hurt a little. The voice continues, "Yeah, that's right. How stupid can you be? Thinking you were ready. Ready for me."
He is sort of in a state of shock and has an expression looking in complete fear. And very instinctually, he looks toward the exit behind him.
You climb to 15 stress. The world dims further, and you can swear that the details around you start to become fuzzy, lose their sharpness, as if you were extremely dizzy when gazing at specific points. Your headache intensifies. You will never be ready. You don't have it in you. You're just a sad, scared failure of a man that should just go and be forgotten in a ditch.
All right. You're right. So let me out.
20 stress.
Stupid mistake.
Now, large sections of the wall starts to droop and bend, your whole environment turning into an abstract painting. All the while, a blinding headache pulsates through your skull. You feel like you're going to be eaten up and have your head split asunder by the steady breakdown of shape, texture, detail, the steady breakdown of reality. The voice snickers at this point.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that all of this happening to you as well.
Oh, I thought I was going to just
No,
Ilias.
no, like the world around you is like melting, like losing detail and shape, and this blinding headache in your head, and it's been steadily climbing.
What is going on here?
Hey,
Where?
What the fuck is this shit?
Who is this creature? What's going on in here? I demand to know what's going on here. As he like shouts at the shadowy figure in the blue light.
As you're about to be swallowed whole and buried by the mind-boggling twisting of the world around you, as your head is feeling ready to explode from the pressure, everything suddenly freezes. That steady decay of reality just stops in its tracks. And your headache relents and turns into nothing. This won't do. This is too easy to defeat you this way. And you don't deserve the easy way out. So, let's start this over. And if you somehow struggle your way back to me, to face me, I can prove to you more thoroughly how worthless you are. Find me again when you think you can handle the scope of your total failure.
We don't know who you are. Hold on. You just come here. What? Ruin this dwarf's life, and you come here making proclamations like you know us? Who are you?
The world turns dark in the middle of your sentence, Hamardia. Your senses overwhelmed by rapid changes, ice-cold water impacting you from above, a gasp later, and a second to take in your bearings. You realize that your surroundings have completely changed. A dark world with heavy, cold rain. Anywhere else and in front of you, there's nothing to be seen. Your dark vision failing you. There's only a black abyss, but for the structure ahead. A grand wooden mansion which have seen better days, with soft light pooling out of the windows, beckoning you forward. Stone lions crying blood flank a wrought iron gate, guarding its entrance. They are oddly misshapen, but not to the point that you cannot recognize them for what they are. An ominous statue of a hooded warrior can be hinted beyond, on top of a dead and black grassy lawn. The wide wooden stairs, slick from pouring rain, lead up to a spacious porch beyond that, where dim light shines from within a foyer through glass double doors. As your gaze trail upward, there's a shadowed humanoid figure in one of the glass windows, looking down on you all. But then, lightning flashes, the figure's gone, but the dwarf by your side jumps in sudden fear. Arius, your stress have settled on a 10.
He looks towards Nyx. You're right. This was a mistake. Leave.
Nyx
You wanted to leave, right?
Grab Arius by the lapels, in like somewhat startled frustration. Where have you taken us? Where is this place? Who the fuck was that? And where? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is it?
Everybody calm down!
Calm down! We're in a fucking void. There's blackness everywhere. Dilapidated house and a crazy shadow in the light wall. Do you know where are we going? What's happening?
We're here now, and this won't help.
Okay, everyone, let's calm down. All right, everyone, calm down. This is fine.
Nick's
We
like
are
shaking Arius, like
Like a ragdoll back and forth. Yeah.
I'm gonna like try to go in between and stop Nyx from taking him.
Yeah.
Amanda is also going to try and like pry him from like the
Yeah.
to like scoop him off.
You manage to get him off.
he doesn't. Yeah. He doesn't like resist too much. It's like,
And you're weak.
Choke him.
and I'm weak. So let me know.
So it's Superior.
2 against 1.
Hyperventilating and overwhelmed, he sort of backs up after getting pushed away by Lyra and Hamarthia, and looks up to Nyx to try and find an answer to his questions. I don't remember. I know that this all it means something, but it was never this bad. I didn't leave it this bad. We will leave. We'll find a way out. It's all we can do. It's all we can do now. Find a way out.
Okay. Let's break it down. So we have this weird entity basically in control of what we believe to be is the inner workings of your mind. And now we are in a creepy house. Did I sum it up?
I mean, that's what we can see in front of us. I knew it was kind of going to be dangerous walking into a portal, but I did not know I was going to be walking into a dwarf's mind. Those things are filthy.
I have no idea. I am trying not to judge right now. But
I'm fine.
My-
I'm fine.
Arius
I'm fine.
looks
I'm fine.
outside to
Just
the
a
void
little
and
bit
looks towards
unsettled.
it.
hey, come here. Come here, dwarf. Listen, we thought, well, we didn't think it would be this weird, to be frank, but we're here, and I do believe we are all going to see this through, despite our better judgment. But
He nods.
we are going to also need you to focus just a bit. I know it's hard. I know I have no idea what you went through or what happened. But the key to all of this is probably you. And if it's you, we can give you all the backing we want, but in the end, it's your mind.
Hamartia, make me a leadership manipulation.
Okay. Leadership manipulation. Well, I'm already manipulative bitch, so. I have leadership, presence, cunning. Wait, what is with? Did you mean leadership cunning? No, manipulation. There we go. So, no, that's a nat 2 for a 6.
Okay, carry on.
He nods to her assertions.
Hey. Thank you.
Ready to press
He
on?
he looks towards the mansion, sort of in awe, trying to control his breathing. I promise I will help get all of us out, especially you. I didn't wanna. You won't be hurt. I promise.
Emotion.
Alright.
Empathy,
And
composure.
neither will you be.
Sure. Sure, make me an empathy composure.
I'm totally gonna get hurt.
6. You have your doubts.
What do I have to doubt?
Yeah, press X.
Yes, press F is for.
Nyx is like looking around, like warily, eyes as big as saucers, like not sure what the fuck is going on, peering into the void, and is clearly spooked, like a bad companion on a Scooby-Doo escort mission.
Arius walks up to the first metal gate and just pushes it, seeing how it feels.
Well, it gives way. The hinges are definitely rusted, so it requires a bit more pressure than you thought, but it does open. Though with a really screech, like high-pitched screeching noise.
All right. This is it. And he just looks back to the others and sort of awaits their companionship.
I mean,
Still
Tentatively
terrified.
following.
Illyria's there, kind of like holding on to what seems to be, it's probably a little bit odd, what seems to be a broken sword.
You see Hamatia giving you a reassuring smile, but you also see that she did pull up a dagger from her right sort of sleeve.
He nods back.
Nyx doesn't produce anything. I guess you're leading it. Yeah, I don't need no steel. Guess we're taking slowly, unwary, well, wary steps towards this.
Yeah, you can clearly see into the foyer through the double glass doors. Up close here, you can spot how the wooden facade is chipped, worn, discolored. Some panes of glass in these front doors are broken, whereas the rest are dirty and dusty. The door handle is of oxidized copper, and as you reach out for it, Illyria, the door springs open on its own accord, with another horrible squeaking noise. Clearly, the hinges are on their way of breaking down, but they reveal before you a dusty, somewhat cracked, checkered flooring, with two more hooded warrior statues flanking a metal double door.
Lyria kind of thinks back to, the spoopy
Yeah!
gates opened on their own all the way back
Oh yeah.
when she first came to Barovia.
Mm.
And then she kind of pauses for a moment and then takes a step further.
There's more signs of decay inside of the structure itself. Water damage, thermites, splintering and crackling. There's 5 coat racks here along the walls and shoe racks on the floor underneath them, but there's no item of clothing here, nor any shoes. Along with each rack, there's a name plaque for each one of them, with some scribbled names.
Is it bright enough to read them?
Yeah, when you approach, you mutter to yourself as you read out loud: Joseph Shaw, Aurora Waterfeld, Cyril Lawin, and Kaithor Neblech. The last and 5th one is highly corroded and meticulously scratched out, but you can read out the 3 first letters of the name: an I, an R, then an E.
Ayer. Ayer? Is that your name, Ayer? Like, was it more like or, like metal or, but with an I, like ear?
Yeah. Like,
Goes over to take a look. He glances over all the plaques, all the names, and then he looks at the last one. I don't remember. I have a feeling it's gnawing away at me, but I don't remember.
It's alright. Maybe we could find more clues.
yes.
I read out the other names on the plaques just to see what his reaction is.
It's so frustrating. It's like a kind of torture to have an emotional reaction to something but not understanding why.
I think you're right. And he looks towards Hermathia. I can feel it. Right here. This is why the answers are. I'm sure of it.
Listen, my friend, I can maybe try and help you focus, but I will need you to trust me, and I will need you to cooperate with whatever I'm going to do, and I know it's a lot to ask. But can you do that for me?
Hamartia, make me another leadership.
I'm gonna do something else if...
Yeah,
but,
okay. Argue to be which skill check you should be.
No, I'm going to do something else after this check.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see. But let's do it again. Again, leadership manipulation.
Okay. That's 1 plus 5. That's a 12.
A 12. Okay.
It might feel...
Iris,
go ahead.
lower your stress bit 1, please.
It might feel a bit invasive, but I assure you, but it's going to be harmless. Alright?
He looks like he's calmed down at the presence of you saying this and approaching him in the kind way you have, and he just nods and has a wide-eyed look.
Very well. I suggest you calm down and focus, and I will cast suggestion on him.
Oh my god!
Okay. You know what? Let's go for the shebang of Soul Shack. But let's do a persuasion. Okay. Let's do a persuasion manipulation with advantage.
Oh, okay. Okay. Persuasion manipulation. What's persuasion manipulation? Persuasion manipulation. That's a... Oh my god, that's plus 11. Okay, let's go. First roll is 15. Wow, that sucks. Second roll is 22.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, wow. Lower your stress bit another 4, please.
He looks towards you, and you almost see this resolute build up in him as he nods vigorously. Right. Calm down. Focus.
Yes.
Right. Okay. I'm with you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Of course. The least I can do.
Not exactly ready to smile. He gives a more neutral look.
Bless you.
Happy to receive the help. As he glances towards the main entrance and the hooded warriors.
Yes, we're pushing on.
All right.
So, can you come up here and light? Will you give us some light, please?
Can you summon Soul from where he came from? Because he didn't come with us.
I never... Soul is always in my pocket.
Yes,
Oh,
Soul
nice.
does follow you.
Okay.
It's in my pocket.
In your pocket.
It's 4 meters dim, right?
Yes.
Then there we go. Okay, as you put up your hands on the metal door, it's heavy. Like it's almost asking you, "Are you sure?" before giving away and slowly opening up. But before we find out what's ever comes next, let's go for a short break.
Oh boy!
My lord.
What happened? It was so bright, and I would have hurt you.
You know what, right? I know it's been a little while, but
I
it
love
took
you
me an
guys so much.
embarrassing amount of time to realize that,
Realize
like, what those names were.
Oh,
Oh, really?
whoa! I'm sad.
That was immediate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
That's
the character
you!
play.
yeah,
Yeah.
Nah, I love
okay,
you guys.
okay,
This is such a
confession
treat.
time. I'm absolutely terrible with names.
It's okay. But now you know.
No, me too. I get it.
Like, if you said, like,
Cookie.
you know, like,
Holy shit.
the gay elf with the cool hair or the flamboyant barbarian, then I would have gotten it immediately.
Okay,
but-
okay. It is the flamboyant barbarian. The daddy tiefling.
Yeah. I would have gotten that
Deadpan
immediately,
Genasi.
but just the names, I needed a second.
Alright. But
know?
hey, make sure to fill up your glasses, snacks, go to the toilet if you need to. Let's take a moment.
Okay.
Yeah, be right back.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna fill up my glass. Alrighto. I am back. So funny when they said, "We're in a dwarf's head!" Oh, my happiness. It's not a nervous breakdown when the walls are really closing in. That's true, Hemo. I hope you're all having fun in the chat. If you got any questions as to what is going on, anything mechanical questions for Frostmark or anything like that, you know, shoot me a message and one of my mods can answer, or maybe if I have the time. I am a little bit distracted, of course, as I'm actively GMing.
Actively.
Yes.
There we go. I don't know why.
So funny.
I have my internet is getting a little bit spotty. I have just reset it. So in case I'm a little slow to reply, that's why. Oh, yep, it's happening right now. Sweet.
Yay.
Fun time.
It's okay.
I love Nyx. Nyx's reaction is my soul animal.
Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's coming.
Nyx is like, do you think the infinite void is dangerous? Takes dwarf, throws him out there.
Just like the image of Nyx grabbing Arius, like shaking him, like.
Yeah, he's a short fuck too. He's really short. Fuck. Let's see if I have the actual numbers.
I imagine you're quite stocky, but like so you can't really move you as much as sort of like slightly jostle you. Not the highest upper body
definitely
strength.
jostling.
Welcome back. I'm dead.
Welcome back.
God. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 feet 7, below average for dwarf standards.
Yeah, right.
Time to toss the dwarf.
Let's go.
I don't know even if you can lift. Okay, maybe you can. You would
Nyx found his replacement.
You even
be
lift one?
encumbered.
But it,
Umber!
Can you even lift a dwarf, bruh?
I'm gonna get the belt of dwarven kind or something. Just like.
I can bench 2.5 dwarves.
that's how we do
One
it
on
back
each
in the
dwarf.
Protectorate.
I can run at 3 dwarves per second.
Just like stack on top of each other.
Stacking indefinitely.
My God.
It's an old
It's
joke.
powerful.
It's a Yoey meme.
Ah.
I like it.
He
All
was
right.
playing like some game in the
Dota.
background. I think Valheim in the background. I think.
Oh yeah.
He was trying to
Wait,
like
what?
do some stacking.
Oh,
And it's like he was
yeah.
telling someone on the other line, probably another Icelandic person, that you can do it this way. It stacks indefinitely.
No, I think that's Dota.
Really emotional conversation, and then we said something. I don't even remember what
Your
it is. And then we had-
quotes are legendary, Joey. You have the weirdest timing when you shout things when you're playing games. But we have
I would argue
You
that
can-
this
weird in
timing
the
you
moment.
can
is
laugh.
perfect.
You can laugh at the weirdest moments. Like we have a moment, there's a pause, and then the background you go.
Be like,
Okay. Not to mention when I'm
Man.
screaming, I'm a god! God!
Just
Worship
can
me!
you do that? Ask one of our characters die, please. That was great.
silver spray paint.
Oh. Hema says, I'm thinking of how the Dwarf Fortress fandom had Jurist as an unit for everything after the stereotypical dwarven name.
You're
Oh.
Jurist?
So like the mansion is 40 euros
Oh,
high
wait,
kind of
fuck.
deal.
Ah, maybe. Yeah, please don't go shirtless in front of the camera.
Oh shit! Wait,
They'll
do I have
all
a
go
camera?
blind by my
I mean,
No.
radiant
No.
beauty.
For a while,
And only
measure
pants.
I need to
all of my
fight
characters in
back so many
Pvs.
people that are homo for you that it's a little bit overrun. Anyway, okay, we gotta focus. But by the way, there's dinner for you, baby.
Oh really?
Yeah, baby.
Really?
Yeah, for you.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
so
stop disturbing me. Okay, sorry. Okay,
Thank you.
let's get back into it. If everybody's ready.
Yes.
Yes, the door creaks
Yes.
open.
Yes, indeed it does.
Ooh. That's a weird perspective.
Oh, this is so creepy.
Your
Wait, we know this.
Yes.
Your footsteps echo sharply on the cold stone floor as you take in this ostentatious main hall sprawling before you. A faded carpet guides your steps and gaze towards the grand staircase that would deliver you to the second floor and onto an upper balcony that rounds the length of this room. Two suits of armor flanked the beginning of the staircase, and they immediately struck a familiar chord with you. On their chest plates, an engraving of a windmill on top of a hill is proudly presented. Drawing your eyes is a massive painting on the first staircase landing, depicting a grassy hills beside a dark and bushy forest. There seems to be more details there, but you have to approach closer to take them in. Directly on your right-hand side, intricate wooden archways lead into what seems to be a parlor. And then further on, there seems to be another space with from a archway that you cannot see what lies beyond from your current angle. Beside that archway, underneath the right side of the staircase, underneath the staircase on the right side, there's an oaken door that is mirrored also on the left side. There's also a similar wooden door directly to your left. The space is filled with dead and oddly discolored plants, flickering light from candles shining too dimly than what they should, and a swollen silence only broken by the smattering of rain outside, the creaking of the house, and a weird chirping noise coming from the parlor to your right.
You're right.
Yes, I just don't understand. How can something so grand hold such a small space in my memory? I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm trying to. It's not like. Oh,
If we
it's
are-
because I have the wrong thing on. Sorry, there we go. I was on the wrong too.
Mafia kicks it.
Pow! Oh, this is a nice little place.
We saw a shadowy figure up on the first floor. But what's that noise? As like Nyx like sort of croons his head towards to the east, hearing the chirping noises, and just like sort of meanders a little bit to see if he can see what's what within that room.
Yeah. Let me see through your perspective what you can see. Yet you cannot tell what is chirping.
Is it kind of like a whirring chirping or like a more bestial chirping?
And more of a bestial chirping. Animal chirping. Maybe.
Okay. I sort of
Alright.
head this way.
That point.
Oh no!
What are you?
Oh no.
Uh,
That's not the chirping I was looking for.
if it
It's kind of cute.
If it was not for the strange, mutated, bird-like creature in the cage chirping away randomly, this space would be quite cozy. Two worn armchairs face a stone fireplace. A chaotic bookshelf stands behind a leather sofa and a matching armchair. Both of them are somewhat chewed out, full of small incisions which reveal the whitish stuffing within. There are two tables before you, one with a tray with a canister and a mug, as well as a book and some scattered papers on the ground underneath it. The other is of an odd shape with an ashtray and a pipe rack, which holds two pipes in it. All in all, the space feels like it has been lived in, perhaps often, and if it weren't for the bird, you would probably feel quite at ease.
Look at all of those eyes.
Do you think that this is a realistic depiction of some memories or...
Arius hesitantly, sort of like he's walking on ice, walks inside the room and just gets a good look around. Takes a deep breath in. And he just tries to look over the table, look towards the bird, look towards the fireplace, see if there's anything that invokes his instinctual interest.
Well, the bird seems to notice that you're here. Like, it's moving its like head back and forth, looking at you through different angles for its myriad of black eyes, and kind of jumps in the cage a little bit closer towards you.
Mesmerized and having a feeling of a very, very faint feeling of perhaps camaraderie, he makes his way over to the bird and just doesn't touch, but gets close enough to like really get a good look.
It moves even closer. Seems pretty friendly, and again, like, moves his head, you know, in that bird-like way to like take you in through strange different angles. And well, even if it looks like a twisted monster, it sure acts innocently. And you spot a name plaque on the bottom of the cage. It's quite rusted, but you can still make out the word "scree."
Scree.
Make me a stress check.
Oh.
Oh no.
The bird's chirping gets louder as you got closer and said out loud its name. it gets very, very loud. Like, ooh, ow. You instinctively move to clutch your ears closed. And you save yourself from some of the sharpness of the sound, but you can still clearly hear the nature of the sound suddenly change. From that animalistic chirping of perhaps a magpie, a crow, or a raven, they become a perfect replica of a humanoid voice. A female voice. A female voice screaming in pain and for help. Soon, they get intermixed with the sound of gurgling, crying, and moaning. At the end of it, in a very faint voice, the woman asks you to save her Walter before the bird goes silent.
Oh no.
Fuck.
It falls over in its cage with a soft thump. It cracks the skull open on the metal floor, and a black tar-like liquid oozes out of the bird in a small puddle.
He immediately, wide-eyed, falls backwards, like crashing behind into the little tea table in front of the couch, frantically trying to get up and losing his grounding.
Illyria will kind of like try to get next to him and kind of try to, if he lets her, she'll like try to really gently put a hand on him and it's like, it's okay, we're here.
As soon as she kind of begins reaching for him, he instinctually just reaches, like, kind of removes himself, falling kind of further over the table, just...
Illyria immediately pulls back and just kind of starts continuing like, it's okay. We're here.
Right.
We got this.
Yeah. Yes. He
Illyria,
averts his eyes from the cage and just looks at Illyria.
Illyria, make me a empathy manipulation.
Alrighty. Nope.
No. Nothing happens. Nix, Illyria, you clearly heard this and saw this. And it strikes another chord of familiarity within you. You have heard that woman before in a nightmare.
Yeah.
Did that bird say Walter?
I think so. Do you think he also... And she kind of looks between Iris and Nyx.
Oh, no. I mean, well, my dream was, well, victorious. We ended that. We stopped. I don't know if he had the same. Nyx looks towards the dwarf and says, "When was the last time you slept, dwarf?"
His eyes begin to wander as he's picking himself up, trying desperately. You can see kind of both his pupils, they very desperately and curiously wants to look at the mess that is Scree. But he's trying very desperately to focus on you, and he looks up to the ceiling, looks back down to you. I sleep when I don't run. I sleep when I'm not being hunted. I couldn't tell you. It's Been a long time.
I don't suppose when the last time you slept that you had a pleasant night's sleep or you were plagued by nightmares. I'm gonna assume the latter, given your current mental state, but I prefer clarification.
Irius will try to recall the last couple of times he slept, and if there's any events that he might be able to pick up.
Yeah, I mean, your dreams, your sleep has certainly never been good from what you remember. But you would often wake up screaming, heart racing, but no matter how hard you tried, you can't remember what you dreamt about.
Really? I don't remember the last time that I had memory of anything. All I remember is when I wake up, I'm happy that at the very least, I'm this far away from the nightmares.
Right. Completely stable statement, by the way.
Now is not the.
He scurries. After that comment, he just gets out of the room. He is incredibly uncomfortable and
Well, I don't know about you, Illyria.
Glares at Nyx and follows after Arius.
Wait, but before you go out, like Nyx catches her hand as she walks out. It's like, look, I don't mean to be crass, but I mean, based off what my memory was of that nightmare, if this is anything like that, it wasn't something that ended well for many people, and what is here is obviously not really what is here, and obviously we're not really here because we're kind of in his brain, but
You know of this?
no, maybe.
Well,
Maybe.
we had a dream where we heard that voice before.
From a bird.
Not from a bird, but we heard that woman's voice before in the dream.
So you two had a spoopy dream with the same voice. But this crow things uttered or mumbled before it melted away.
Look, we're grasping at straws here, but if there is a commonality here with a nightmare and this dwarf is in this kind of state, it seems like a living nightmare, if you ask me. Look, I'm not happy to be in a nightmare, or any dwarven mind that whatsoever, but if we have any chance of getting out, and if it was anything like that nightmare, it involves investigation and trying to find things around here that piece together a story, because clearly we have to find our way out of here. That crazy lady in the blue light was like, find me later if you can handle it, and clearly this is a sanity check on my sanity, for everyone's sanity, but his sanity mostly. So we have to find the story.
I see. So Nyx, if this is truly a sanity check of his sanity, then we might be more inclined to try and be more empathetic than throw various non-empathetic gestures at him.
Right. I'll try and be more supportive about his insanity. I will do my best.
I think
But
fine. I'm confident argument with you.
But listen. If we have any sort of way of getting out, we have to find the way through. And the only way to find the way through is to find out what actually happened here. So, take a look around. Try and find something to piece together it all. Weird Coptic runes, perhaps, or some recurring names here and there. There's more than enough here to take a look.
I see.
And Nyx will go and do exactly that, look around.
Someone should keep an eye on him.
I'll go and be there.
yeah,
Yes.
he is like sticking around all of you, and has a genuine curiosity in what you all do. But when it comes to the parlor room particularly, he is keeping his distance.
I will help Nyx with investigating.
All right. Okay.
We know what we're looking for.
Make me Yeah, both of you, make me an investigation check.
Individual rolls.
Yeah. Or you can help one of you. It's up to you.
I think she said she's gonna help.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure Nyx is like better at it, and Illyria would, help him look around and point out things that might be odd.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're doing this collectively because we both shared the same nightmare. We're gonna have to like look
Yeah.
out at things together, regardless.
Then you roll with advantage.
Oh my god!
I'm never
10.
giving you advantage again.
Wow.
Oh. But I mean, there's some
Rivals.
there's some obvious things though. Reading the spines of the books, they seem to be a variety of like fairy tales, fiction. There's collections of songs. There is slanty pieces, some comedies, and the open book on the table is titled "Muse for the Novice Poet." Quickly reading through the scattered pieces of parchment underneath the table, there seems to be attempts of writing poetry in two different handwriting styles. They're full of edits, and sometimes there's notes in these two different hand styles on the other handwriting style paper, almost like two people giving each other criticism of their work. There's that ashtray and the two pipes. It seems to be some kind of smoking corner. That's what you can tell.
Sorry, that's how I heard Bexxy say it. They said news for the novice poet, like it's some sort of circular.
Muse for the novice poet.
Novice or notive?
Novice.
No, I'm sorry.
Novice.
It is novice.
Yes, it's novice. Novice poet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Muse
spelled
for
that
the
wrong.
novice poet. Okay. Was it meant to be novice?
Yes, it was meant to be novice.
Okay. Right.
Slip of a hand.
Right. Nick says, I think, looks at it and says, maybe we can jostle his memory by bringing him
Bless you.
some feelings of home, or who he formerly was.
Maybe. This has been written by two people.
Is it true? Nick looks closer to see if there's two handwriting styles.
Yes.
Oh, there are.
Yes. And as I said, sometimes there's this one major handwriting style and then notes scribbled in the other style. So as if they've been making written
Learning.
notes. Yeah. Criticism for each other and suggestions and stuff like that.
Right. I will try and come up with a poem. It's a long shot, but I'll have a think about it. Just in case. It is certainly a weird angle, but there's nothing here else that can help point towards any sort of story. Did you check the desk? Did we check the desk?
Well, the drawers are empty, and in the glass cabinet there seems to be china and glasses and decorative plates, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Well, we'll exit, and Nyx will just start having a think, gnawing on a pencil, constructing a poem.
Oh, right here. You go back into the main hall. Again, there's these two shining suits of armor with a windmill displayed on their breastplate. The path goes up to this huge painting in the middle, and then you have several different paths to take. There seems to be another archway opening up over there. There's a door there, a door on the other side mirrored underneath the stairs, and then a door over there.
Nix looks around to see if anyone else is eyeing a specific direction.
Arius is just looking upstairs, just towards the window where they saw like a silhouette or a figure.
Yeah, nothing there anymore.
I guess since we're closer, the painting on the top of the stairs. Is that more clear?
Let's see. There's a lot of text written down. 1 second. Yeah. Next. The sound of metal scraping against metal is the only warning you get before an armor moves its spear to try and attack you. A blue light like a beacon escapes from the visors in their helmets. Once again, deja vu floods your system. Let's roll initiative.
Not again!
Oh
Some
shit!
things are
Death
just bound
has
to
2
happen.
electric boogaloo.
Death has 2 more death in one house.
Who saw this coming? Can't believe it.
Ah.
Oh yeah, right.
Couldn't happen again, right? Not twice the same guy, right?
Bexxy, my initiative was supposed to be 10. I forgot to.
You can edit yourself.
Thank you.
If you have control over a token, you can edit your own initiative.
Do some work.
I think mine is set right. It is. Here we go.
First time!
First time.
Let's roll.
Oh shit! Right. Hello, team. I'm here.
Hello.
Oh,
hello,
shit.
hello.
Oh god, what is... I have so many things in here. Let's see. Okay, so, yeah.
We're not fighting no more trees.
Yeah,
or
no more
wolves.
trees. Hamardia,
Yeah,
you had a
or
12,
zombies.
you had a 10, Hamardia, right?
Yes, that's it for me.
Alright. Area's 9. Nix, you had a 10 as well?
8.
8. Alright. Surprise attack against Nyx to start or well
Am I
before
a two?
rounds.
Okay.
Oh no, I am sorry. It's a 2. Thank you. Kind of moves strangely. Let's see. A 20 to hit.
A 20?
Yeah.
I think with Nyx's reactions, and I guess he's already on edge. No, he would like instinctively like cast shield and throw it up there and setting his AV to 21.
All right. Yeah, the spear impacts this arcane energy, this bright golden radiant light that kind of bounces the spear back, and both of the visored helmets, like lighthouses, shine their blue light at you. Then, Illyria, your turn.
The soul immediately disperses.
Well, it happened fast, so.
Illyria is going to, and I guess Arius is going to see this as she walks past him, and he sees Illyria walking up with that broken sword in hand.
Yes, let's go. Let's go.
Go, 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 go.
And
Oh,
as,
shit.
as she walks up, you hear her say, Tyranny is never an acceptable necessity in a cruel world. I vow to enforce this will with this sword in hand, even if my flesh may rend and my skin burn in its light. And you see this sword that she has in her hand, broken sword, just start to light up.
What's the bright light and low light again?
It is. Let me check.
Yeah, this is like a lightsaber. It just
Yes. Once activated, the sword's luminous blade emits bright light in a 3-meter radius and dim light for an additional 3 meters.
Okay, good to know. There you go. Bam! A light source. Again, this golden, radiant light.
And she walks up next to us.
Okay.
And that's her.
Yep. All right, Hamardia.
You see Martha give a little sigh as she begins to focus inwards, and as she does, you see that from this blonde sort of teenager, from her forehead pops a singular horn encrusted with carvings of autumn leaves falling in the wind. And as she begins to focus, this sort of horn glows, and 2 teardrops from her eyes will drop slowly and gently and start to move away from her and into near this far piece of living arm. And as they do so, they sort of glow in this golden glow, and they morph into 2 giant eagles.
I was wondering where you're going with that. Things happening. Oh wait.
Hamardia
Yeah,
stuff.
it's the first time, so it's the first time he's seeing shit. I'm just like,
Big old fat eagles.
yeah,
Dusk
so
and
I
dawn.
cast conjure animals.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna
Herbs.
put 2 of them like this, and we're going to like cross their hands, and be like, you done fucked up. And you see that one bird has this really colorful palette of almost flowery feathers, and the second one is like peach, black, gray, dark. And yeah, I'm gonna roll for the initiative for them, and that's my turn for them.
Yuri's just like, who the fuck are those people?
Stunned. Stunned.
14 on the third level spell.
Thank you. Oh, for a 3rd level spell, let's see, 12 plus 3.
15.
15.
Wait. Actually,
Yeah.
I need to update my markers. Holy shit, my spellcasting modifier is +8, so that's 50.
Okay, yeah, okay, fine.
Good job.
This time. Alright, and then initiative?
Yeah, I'm gonna put them in initiative. 1 minute.
Alright, Arius, in the meantime, let's do your combat stress check.
Yes. 20.
See how you feel this turn. Yeah, okay. Then I also want to add onto that a normal stress check. 12, thank you.
Yes.
Just
He
a
will do this
normal-
one with advantage. Yes. Perfect.
No, just a normal. Just a normal 12.
Okay.
Let's see. Because this will trigger some memories in your little noggin. Okay. Could be worse, but still. Aries, at the start of your turn, when you ready whatever magic you are about to fire off, you suddenly hear the sound of metal impacting leather. And then quickly thereafter, there's a grunt of pain from a male voice that echoes through your head. You don't understand any of it, yet the sound cuts deep into your heart as there's a pang of panic that spreads through your body. You take 1 stress. Then what you want to do for your turn?
Caught in the middle, seeing all of this action just unfold at the same time. Birds flying around, fucking flame swords, and Nyx's almost inhuman reaction to everything. And then, almost like a deafening silence, he sees the armors and the world outside just doesn't exist for him for a moment. He he holds his breath in this state of panic, and almost instinctually he will take 2 steps over here and just get a clear line of sight on this armor to the right and just fire a force blast. Sure, let's do that.
Yeah, let's go, first blast.
Roll twice.
Classic.
How did you first blast look, man?
Your raven soul mark alights in that blue crackling energy and light, firing up 2 arcane slams.
And he just, takes his arm up, aims it, and then just eyes wide open, shoots 2 shots.
Okay.
Oh!
Whoa!
Holy shit!
Oh no! Oh no!
What the
God.
fuck? Okay, so that's a 15 and a 19.
Wait, what? What was
Yeah.
it? What did it end up being?
Critical damage is maximum
Yeah.
on 1 dice, and so it's rolled normal, and then whatever the maximum is plus onto it.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
So it's
Alright.
5 plus 10 and 9 plus 10. How do you destroy it?
34 damage.
It's dead. How do you do it?
He just he swings around in the heat of battle, just completely overstimulated by everything happening in his environment, and just taking his arm to taking out his arm. It's almost like a shotgun blast of energy, completely blind shot, not done with any mark of intent, and he just lets out a bit of a rough, like not a scream, but just a and just shoots 2 blasts directly at the armor.
The metal bends and breaks and, deforms to the point that it just slams into a middle, like a million pieces. It just goes scattering across the floor. The blue magic within that gave them this animation doesn't even stutter. It just goes out. And, that's that gone.
Jesus.
Fuck. Okay. Nyx, he seems to pack a bit of a punch.
Okay, bonus action stare at Irius.
Granted.
I think we're all staring at this at this point.
And here in
Why
the
did I
other...
activate my lightsaber?
Stood up.
Yeah, and
Thunder
like,
stolen.
steps back like doesn't want to be in the line of fire for this freaking mad mage, and like but backs up with his hands up like, holy shit. And then like as he turns around and say, oh wait, there's something actually to hit, he's gonna like look towards the other armor surrounded by burbs, and just like with a flick of his wrist and then a click at the end, it sparks with Sacred Flame as he casts Sacred Flame on it.
Alrighto. I'm doing a dex critical one.
Okay, 7 radiant damage.
Alright, a beam of light suddenly appears from above. The armor screams out a silent scream of pain as the blue light flicker within, but then hold steady. Yes. Anything else?
Is it?
Okay. Soul.
So will... Yeah, you hear Hamatia point to these pseudo-humans and say, Satan! And Soul will smell blood in the water and will use his help action to help Dusk, the edgy raven, edgy eagle, to fuck his shit up.
Okay.
He's just going to be very distracting with the light, turning it on and off again. Like a rave.
Yeah. A little rave. In the meantime, the armor, the remaining armor, who is not that smart, is going to hit anything that is a threat close by. So we have, first of all, 1 attack against Dawn for a 16 to hit, and then whirling around with the butt of his spear, it hits Dusk for a critical one.
That's miss.
Alright, so Dawn takes 9 points. This is strange because now you saw it happen with Arius, but it kind of is confirmed right now. It is strange. It seems like there is bludgeoning damage going on, but it actually translates into psychic. So Dawn takes 9 psychic damage.
I see. Well, I'll mark it off.
Okay, and then it is their... Wait, why did I have 0?
The initiative is 12.
Yeah. Then we go for Illyria.
Okay, Illyria's gonna turn around, look towards Iris, and then kind of like give him like a quite a nice like nod before walking over.
What the fuck? 2 critical 20s on the first turn of combat.
Yeah.
Bam!
Yeah, that's a statement.
It's like a world first in a way. Yeah.
Couldn't do well the first time. His party was in trouble. Now they ain't no more hiding under no beds.
Apparently.
He's gonna do the thing.
Yeah.
Do the thing.
Do the thing.
So martial arcanus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow! Traditional, classic flavor Illyria.
Heck
All right.
yeah.
2 attacks and then a spark hand. No. Okay.
Bro.
Well, at the 10, your sword, the armor dodges out of the way, and then you got your extra attack for your magic attack. With the penalties.
I'm trying to do math.
Yeah, I get it. I think it's like -3 or something like that, I think.
Yeah,
some
I
extra
think
attack.
my-
14. You get to roll with advantage because it's made out
Yeah,
of
they're
metal.
Wow.
Okay, so
Surprise,
it's
that's
it dodges that other way again.
38 radiant damage.
Psychic damage. Plus 16
Yes.
plus your modifier.
So plus 9.
All right. So wait, how much is this?
16 plus 9 plus 9.
18 plus 16, 34. It's exactly the same as the Eldritch Blast damage.
How do you want to do
Just with a single hit though.
Yeah, she just. The others just miss because it's already falling apart.
Makes sense.
She just
One single attack.
Yeah.
towards the area, towards Arius, gives him a nod, then walks over and just like one
Obliterates it.
strike with that like flaming sword,
Yeah.
and as she like pulls out the blade, it just crumbles down.
Yeah. And again, that blue light flickers and it goes out, and you realize you were definitely different when you had this nightmare. They felt exactly like how they felt in that nightmare. And it's strange now when kind of face it again, kind of realize how far you have come.
That was both nostalgic and terrifying.
How was that nostalgic?
I mean, it
We
struck a
fought
chord.
the same things in the dream. Except in the dream, they almost killed us.
I felt like I remembered, but I didn't. God, I hate those things.
Remind me not to step in the line of fire between you and whatever you're angry against.
Yes, that was some really, really good shooting there.
Yes.
Clearly, you have some arcane abilities. We kind of knew this from your, well, reputation that lightning was all over the place in Barovia, but does none of this ring a bell with you?
He looks down towards his soul mark. Like some sort of fucked up animal. I feel like I only work on instinct. Just do whatever makes sense to my body. I don't remember anything. I try, I really am. It's like...
You must have learned at some point.
That's what they tell me. That's what everybody tells me. I must know somehow. I can't just have forgotten. That's what I tell myself.
Oh, you
But nothing.
might have forgotten, but you're still really skilled.
Maybe if we keep on going, more of these reactive memories might come into play. Maybe Illyria, maybe we have to relive the nightmare.
Well, I think we're better equipped to deal with it now.
Last I remember, we climbed the staircase to go down the staircase.
I think we went up and we found that woman, and eventually we made our way to the basement.
There were children involved.
What do you mean there were children involved?
And there was one child that was turned into a monster.
What? What is going on here? You three are connected in some sort of weird, creepy way.
It just feels very familiar. It's always like, sure, we might. Illyria and I had the same dream, but this copper-beard dwarf having the same dream. Why now? I mean, anyway,
Bexxy. Sorry, go ahead.
we searched around a bit and found there was nothing really leading to it until, well, we went upstairs. We can look around very quickly, see if there's anything. I'm not saying it's like for like. It'd be very creepy if it'd be like for like, but what it comes down to here is not us finding a way through, but finding things that spark the memory of this dwarf. He's the key. That's what he said, right?
He exhales very ecstatically, trying to catch his breath still. I have the key. But I don't know if it could only help us get here. But maybe, just maybe it could help us get out as well.
Then let's take a look around. Find some memories.
Okay, let's go memory searching then. Bexxy, repeating nightmares that the person has to live again and again and again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that seems like something Mother Dearest might do.
Mm-hmm.
Does this description, does this experience remind me of anything haggy? Because
I'm gonna
I do
ask
believe-
for a very strange skull check.
Okay.
I want you to make me an Empathy presence.
Empathy presence. I don't think that's on in the macros, so I'll just
So it's how many ranks do you have in empathy?
let's check it out. Empathy, I have 0.
Okay, so just your presence modifier.
Wait, how do I have 0? That doesn't make sense because I have +7. I think my character sheet is fucked. Give me a moment.
Okay.
My apologies.
If it's 7, what is your manipulation?
No, I have a +1 on empathy. Okay, 1 rank in empathy.
And it's 7?
Oh, 1 pip, and so you have half your
No.
proficiency.
No, I have 1. I have 1 point in empathy, so that's 1.5. So that's 2 in my proficiency bonus plus my presence. That's +2, so that's +4 all in all.
Okay. Sounds right.
11.
You're not entirely sure, either one way or the other, but this definitely seems to fit in Barovia. If you say it like that.
I see. Amatia has a fleeting thought and shugs it off. Right. So, if I were a memory in this weird, creepy mansion, where would I be?
I mean, I think just about anything could be a memory or trigger one.
Okay, so we should just go ahead and smear our hands everywhere.
That's... No? What?
As decisions are being made, Arius continuously looks towards the window where that silhouette was, just staring.
Pick a door! Pick any door!
I think the one next to the stairs. Oh wait, no. Before we go too far, it's the one to the far left.
Hey, Nix, perhaps some birds should lead the charge here. I think, considering the hazards. You know, we may not-
Sure. I don't want to get involved in anything more attacking me.
Yes, and okay. So Dusk and Dawn will take lead. By the way, Mr. Dwarf.
I guess, I mean, it's a little bit awkward. It's a kind of a small space, but with their beaks or claw, I will allow them to. Over here is the door. The door is meant for a humanoid person, so it's very much like they had to fold in their wings and kind of like squeeze it through.
It's all like people.
Yeah, it's a little bit awkward. It's not stealthy at all. Why is it so laggy with my new stuff?
Roll 20.
Yeah, probably because of... Oh, it's because I'm in preview mode? Oh, okay, there we go. New stuff. Alright, I'm gonna move them in because otherwise it's gonna be impossible.
Yes. Well, I think I shall follow as well.
Alright. Yeah.
Yep. Let's go.
Yeah, move in and then I can say, but, you know, what's up.
I think this map is too much for my roll 20 chat.
Oh. Sorry.
Nah, it's fine, I love it. But that's why I'm sometimes a bit slow on the movement.
The smell of leather parchment and glue lies heavily in the air here. Dust particles dance slowly in the gentle light of diligently caged flames. Venturing into this library feels akin to delving into a forest of knowledge, a forest long dead and dried. There's 2 workstations here, one to the north and one to the south. There's a spiral staircase that leads up to an upper balcony area, hosting more collections of books. In the northern end of this oak-paneled room, there's a door.
Oh, I can move, sorry. Oh, let me close the door, Bexxy.
Oh,
I can't move in.
what the heck? There we go.
Lock me outside.
The door closes. You're alone.
Forever alone. Nix will look on the table for the papers.
This table is lathered with a disarray of stacked books with titles that refer in some way to the arcane arts. Do you want to do a closer inspection?
Yes, please.
Illyria, help look again.
Sure. This will be an occult intelligence.
With advantage?
Yes, because both of you have skill ranks.
15. 15.
Okej, 15. Tack. Many of the books here seems to discuss manipulating, conjuring, or invoking wind or lightning. And there seems to be some general notes or some scribbled notes that refer to various books here. What stands out, which is completely different from the else, there is more of a it's a handwritten, leather cased book, something in between a notebook and a book. Like it's like half spined. And on top of the book itself, there's this navy blue wax seal with a big S in a pretty jagged kind of style in the color copper. It doesn't have a title, but scribbled at the bottom of the page, on the first page, there is the name Orwin Stormlight. Illyria, make me an intelligence check with advantage.
As Nix murmurs the name, Illyria does the thing. Maybe Illyria does the thing?
Illyria does the thing?
Oh.
Oh. There is no Illyria. Or was it a roll history? Intelligence?
In check with advantage.
I'm back.
Yay!
Woo!
In check with advantage, please.
Pat 20.
Face roll this thing.
Nope.
Oh
Well,
my lord.
Okay, so the Stormlight name rings a vague bell in your head. You think that they might be a noble house from the Protectorate, but you don't remember how they're connected or who.
With me.
Arius has sort of joined Nyx, so just looking. Yeah, just looking over the table. It's contents. It's whatever is written.
Stormlight does ring a bell.
I open the book and see if I can read any passages within it.
there seems to be pretty... From handwritten notes, it is very organized and well put, and you start reading about cirrus clouds, and how they're formed, and in what kind of weather pattern they appear, and what kind of consequences it has on the general weather, and how it might change under certain circumstances, and how it can be spotted and recognized.
My god.
A few other pages, there's another kind of cloud going through the whole same motion again.
The next can't help but yawn, like... Clearly some insightful... Well, this is too boring.
Well, I mean, okay. The Stormlights are some sort of noble house, if I remember correctly.
Stormlight, well... I guess... Anything ring a bell, small dwarf?
Looking over the papers, he's certainly very captivated by it all. His fingers almost like instinctually and very in a strange way, it's almost like as he shuffled through pages, this is something that his buddy has done a million times. It comes a very secondhand nature to him, but once you look at his expressions and his face, there's only written confusion. There is nothing truly taking in what he's seeing. Stormlight. Like everything else, speaks to me, but I can't understand it.
Well,
I don't
I'll
understand
hold
what
on
it says.
to this one too then until maybe something else jogs your memory. It's a exceptionally exhilarating read. And he puts it into his bag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, Aureus, can you just write the name? Is
Yes.
it Aureus?
It was Orin.
Oren. Oren Stormlight. Okay.
I have a bit of question to all of you. Is the Protectorate always this... I don't want to say dingy, but... I thought it was supposed to be sunny outside of Barovia. Kind of setting me off.
It's always sunny in the Protectorate.
We're not really in the Protectorate or outside of Barovia. We're in, clearly, this man's mind. And not the most put together. It's fragmented as his own memory. So I wouldn't compare this.
That's what it... Thank you.
Let's keep looking around. Maybe there's more clues.
If I were a clay, where would I be?
Come on,
These
Scoops.
bookshelves are tall. This room, like, even if it's one story, these stories are airy. And these two bookshelves here, or four, standing back to back, two of them, in pairs, they reach all the way up to the ceiling above. And indeed, as you look up, there seems to be this upper balcony area that the spiral staircase behind you leads up to, which is another row against the walls up there, leading up to the roof up there. So you definitely need this this ladder here to reach the highest books on these two pairs of bookshelves down here.
Well, good thing we have two giant birds.
Ah!
As Ares comes up to the globe, he's just gonna spin it. Just out of natural curiosity.
Spins.
Out of interest, what is the globe depicting?
As you stop the motion of like blurring, like spiraling, and like as you're a little bit interested in cartography, Nix,
I have all the ranks.
and in history and writing and stuff like that. First of all, you're like confused, but then you move the globe a little bit around, and wait, I've heard about that name. That's a place far away in Kasai, and then you spin a little bit more. That one is closer, and then eventually you get to like a pretty good rendition of the archipelago Kronos. So it seems to be a globe of Kasai.
Nix would take a moment to digest this, as he's only seen a small amount of the world, and I think this is one of the first times he would have seen a complete map of Kasai.
How to come by.
Yeah, and he's sort of like, he's mesmerized, and he's like, starts rotating it in smaller increments than what Irius did. Like, trying to get an understanding of like how big the world is. Like, he says to himself under his breath, "There's so much to see. I had no idea."
Yeah.
So many places we could have gone.
Hey, we would have. I still be able to, you know?
Nick snaps out of it for a second. Oh, it's nothing. I mean, we're here now. I just didn't realize it was that big.
Oh. I mean, it's not only a big ball. It's big.
No, Mate. This is, like the map that I've made, like Ezzy made. That's Barovia, right?
Yes.
And then Nix points to the tiny blip of the archipelago of where Barovia is.
Mm-hmm. The northern
That whole
island of
thing,
Dovakan.
that is all in that tiny dot, and this is the rest of the world.
Oh. Whoa.
We are here. And then Nix rotates it to where he went to pick up Illyria, where
The southeastern island that is kind of sitting at the center of the archipelago, that is bigger than the rest, that has this mountain chain going like in the middle of it, and at the southern end there's like a little fort symbol and tiny scribble of Kambaldar.
This is where I met Illyria and Tasvada. And then rotates it a little bit and points to another section of the archipelago and says, "This is where I met Kelvin."
Wow,
But
this is...
it's such a small amount.
Wow. I have so many places to go.
I wish I could remember. But it's the very... Whatever you find in here, any information, anything, it's yours. It's the least I can do.
Thank you, Mr. Dwarf. Could you Mr. Mage? All things considered. But mostly Dwarf, maybe. Nix, do you want to hide on one of my beds, to get a little bit higher?
Oh, right. Well, let's see what's here first. I would hate to need to jump on a bird just to see the same edition over and over again.
Oh, I see. Well, I'll jump on the bird anyway, and I'll search for anything up above.
Okay, you search high, I search low.
Okay. We're searching high and low.
Search like this table here. Is there anything on that?
Yeah. Make me an investigation check. In the meantime, is become quite obvious to Hamardi and Nyx that these books seems to be without rhyme or reason. Like, they're not organized alphabetically or topic-wise, and not alphabetically according to the author's name or the title's name. It's not even like maybe a hint towards some kind of chronological order either. It's a mess. And reading the spines of these books, there seems to be books upon cult theory, magic theory, history, geography, the scientific method, and then different topics within the scientific field of the hard kind of science. Yeah, and it's all presented in this disarray. Lyra, ooh, damn.
Yeah.
This Nordic workstation is organized and neat in stark contrast to the southern one. The books are in neat rows, pen and pencils in their holders. The desk is dominated by a quill, an inkwell, and then an unfinished map of Barovia before you, showing off details of the eastern Swallich Road, the gates, the village of Barovia. Then heading off towards Sirpool, the bridge, the castle. But areas beyond that, west, are a blank space with only some faint outlines of mountains. The drawers are full of various knickknacks, different kinds of tools. There seems to be some measuring tools. They're kind of strange to you. You're not entirely sure what they meant for. But you also realize that the state of the wooden floor underneath this chair is full of scratch marks, which immediately makes you draw the conclusion that whoever sat here often like departed from this workstation and sat down again, scratching the floor as they push in and out their chair.
Alright.
Nyx Hamardia, do you open up any specific books to read any topics?
Yeah, if she finds any book about like Alato culture, she might.
Well, there's some geography. There might be... there's probably some kind of book talking about Kambodar or its history, if you want to open that one.
Yeah, I'll open it up.
Alright. You gently twist the spine open of the book you're holding, and immediately to the page you turn to, it's blank, but for a message written in angry black ink displayed over to both of the pages. But before you can take in the meaning of these letters, immediately the book snaps itself shut, trying to catch your fingers in between the pages in one violent motion, but missing. It then rips itself out of your grip to hover in the air a bit away from you. At the same time, the sound of thousands of pages fluttering in the air, leather frames ripping themselves free of wooden shelves can be heard. Forming a mini tornado, hundreds of books swarm and attempt to slam into you with ferocious force. We're gonna roll initiative.
Fuck.
Attacked by books.
Holy
Knock some
shit!
education into you.
Nyx, one of them go like, "You called me boring, motherfucker." It's just a big one.
Illyria's looking at this map of Barovia, and all of a sudden, it's just like Booknado.
Yeah.
Oh lord. Ooh, solid 9.
It's a fried for the Eagles.
I heard you talking shit.
That's my girlfriend, motherfucker.
God.
We're
You would have to stand closer to one of the bookshelves, Hamardia, to be able
Yes,
to reach
but
for one.
I also need to be with the boat.
All right, there you go. Okay, I
there
need
you
to move you so I can see where I put my thingy. Oh my god, why is there so many things underneath you? All right, there we go.
Sorry, I am playing some sort of shit. What can I say?
There we go. This is.
God, I'm like shit.
It's a book elemental.
Oh my god. That thing is so... I love it. Can we keep it?
And also jumping down from below are also some swarms, and jump close to Irius and Illyria over here as well. To explain what happened. Okay, back to my that one. Perfect. And then I need my creature.
Unless it was like a massive bookshelf of mimics.
Thankfully not. It's a swarm of tiny mimics in a sense. Okay. They basically spend their surprise round flying into reach.
Why is it
There we go.
inverted?
Yeah,
There you go.
there we go. Nix, you react first. Beside you is this swirling tornado of books and pages, leather, glue, and it is definitely trying to go for your head.
It's within 1 meter of me.
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of hovering in the air a few centimeters up.
Right. What can you do? I need to get away, otherwise it'll be a disadvantage. I will, I guess, instinctively like, what the fuck, and back up 1 meter.
Alright.
To like see it react against me, just to make sure it's not friendly books.
So you're not disengaging with...
No. I'm just like backing up instinctually. I would not
yeah.
disengaging. So it's like, obviously, you can take a swipe at me.
Swarming towards your head, you can feel some tomes indeed trying to hit you with knowledge.
Yes.
Not knowledge.
No, my greatest enemy.
Man, this gives
13.
meaning to.
30 to hit.
He like ducks under it, like he knows how books go.
Yeah.
This gives the books new meaning.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, oh no, I'm not getting to be, booked by a book. And he's like,
I was like, I
you
gotta share this.
What? Share.
Open a can.
Open
God.
the can.
Oh my god.
That sounds like cider.
It is.
Crispy.
Okay. And like
Someone's
as he
being-
looks left and he looks to the right, he's gonna do like the classic thing where he pulls out a soul and he splits it into two and double finger guns by crossing his arms. Pew, pew, as he does guiding bolt on each of them.
Okay.
With a,
One for each?
a twin the guiding bolt, indeed. So left one first. Get it, bolt. 25 to hit.
Yeah. All right. 14,
14
and you
and-
rolled a soul check 15. Yeah, that seems like a success.
Okay, then the other one comes flying out and pew! The nat 20.
What the fuck is wrong
Holy
with you
shit.
guys?
Wait.
So,
it's
6
11 plus 24, so it's 35 damage on the second one.
these books burn up and flap to the ground in an unholy mess. The other ones lose quite a few of them, but they're still hale and hardy, more so than half, keeping their swarm integrity.
Sure. So like this one is now glittering with light
Oh,
for
yeah.
advantage. And I guess Illyria and Iris just hear this. And then like pages of burnt pages like fly out from the side of the stacks, like
Yeah.
like an exploded pillow, like
Yeah, and the smell of burnt paper in the air. Yeah.
And I like take another step out, and I'm like got like the residual glow on my fingers as I like step out. I say like, "We're set upon," and like looks around as oh you know, and that'll be it.
Okay. Did you all roll horribly?
Initiative, yes.
Irius, did you roll initiative? Yeah, 9.
I should have, yeah, 9.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
Oh, it's
add
not
you.
there. Did I?
You don't have a
thought
back
it added.
row.
You have to add the tracker.
Yeah. But it's okay. I got you. There we go.
You know how to roll with add tracker?
Yeah, I just so I have the initiative thing. I just choose click my character and just click it. I think that's what it did earlier, but maybe something happened, right?
Okay,
Unless I did it wrong.
Shit does happen.
Stuff happens. It's okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, books.
Oh no.
I'm gonna swarm into the space. Like again. But then again, Nyx hurt them. Yeah, we gotta do this. Blip.
Does Mr. Eagle get juicy opportunity attacks?
Yes.
Okay, the Eagle will see this and will just
At
dive on
advantage.
her.
Yeah. The
Just
swirler
dive on-
books kind of slowly move through the space like a mini tornado swirling after Nyx, giving Dusk an opportunity to hit. Let's see.
But 16 to hit.
16 does hit, and let's do some damage.
Okay, so it basically just dives upon them and just like swipes them with the legs, almost doing like a whirling sort of kick in the air.
Ooh, it's like slashing
so-
through leather and pages. Yep.
Yeah. So it's going to be 4d6. No, not 4d6. 2d6 plus 3. It's going to be 12 points of magical talon damage.
Okay, you definitely bring down the swarm to less than half. So when they reach Nyx, there's only like a handful of books that kind of like tries to slap his head. With a 8 to hit.
No,
Yeah.
These are my favorite enemy.
Against Dawn, they swirl around trying to impact 19.
19 hits Dawn. Man, Dawn is getting smacked.
Yeah,
Wait, Bexxy, just to confirm one thing. It's a swarm creature. In Frostmark, because this is like a rule, whether or not you know about it, like in D&D at least, a swarm doesn't make opportunity attacks. So
yeah, because they had to be on the same space because it's 0 meter reach. Yeah. But I didn't hit anyway, so it's okay.
Okay, I'm just making sure that for posterity's sake
Yes,
that
yes,
this is the same.
7 points of psychic bludgeoning damage to Dawn's head as they say, "Go back to school." And then
Dawn has a big bump alongside his horn.
Irius coming down like raining books from above, kind of reach up your hands, try to save your head. That's a 7 to hit, which you do manage to protect yourself. All right.
Terrifying literature.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, Irius, what do you want to do? There's like a tornado around you of books.
Oh, it's around Irius right now? Shit.
Yes. It's underneath you.
Oh, okay, that's why I couldn't see it. Bruh. Oh, it's right there. I gotcha. Can through the storm, can Irius see both Illyria and Nyx if he were to look like in this direction?
Yeah. Like you're shielding yourself, kind of looking up underneath your hands, and you see like a blur of motion as your new companions trying to protect themselves.
Okay. He takes in a deep breath. Oh, yeah, but first he needs to make a check.
Yeah. Combat stress check.
Sanity check.
that-
17. Yeah. You keep
Okay.
your bravery.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. But got it on because that's separate from the sanity check, right?
Yeah. Active
So-
stress checks is what I call out, but on each of your turns we need to
Okay.
do a bravery check.
Okay. Just sound everywhere. He tries to close it out. He takes in a deep breath and he holds out two hands, both pointed. One pointed to Illyria, and one pointed to Nyx. He lifts up his foot, and then he claps it down on the ground with a spark of thunder as he casts Thunder Wave, but with the caveat of sculpting spells.
Woo!
So he'll force the spell to not hit Illyria and Nyx.
Okay.
On Thunderwave, I mean, you could just face it straight up with the things on top of you, but cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
what
but
is
it's
the...
hold on, let me
what is the
let me
range?
put it out. It's
Yeah,
3
it's
meters.
only 4 feet.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you can do it upwards. 'Cause
Yeah, but
it's
he
on
got
you.
he got skull spells, right? So
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought it was just like on around him. But
No,
yeah.
that's
Hey, that's thunder.
cool.
That's thunder clap. That's thunder wave. Is like a square from you. So
yeah, it's
you
hard
can
with
direct
those
it
two.
in 3 dimensions. You don't have to do it in 2 dimensions.
I understand.
But it's okay. You succeeded on your soul check, and it's a fatality saving throw. So I'm gonna roll for both swarms. First of all, the one around you. That's a fail, and then for Nyx, that's a critical 20.
Oof.
But it takes half damage, so that's 5 damage. So he dies anyway.
Oh, you're sculpting it around me to attack the creatures on me. Oh, I see. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
It's like a better version of Careful Spell.
Yes.
Yeah. All I know
It's
it does
the-
is that it makes it so you succeed in your check, you don't take half damage, and you're not affected basically.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Yes, it is. And the one underneath you takes 11. This is loud. It impacts, rings, echo through the walls, and it just disintegrates most of the pages that is left around Nyx, and they just fall down into this snowfall of paper. Very cool. You wanna keep where you're at?
Are the papers on top of him? Did they succeed did they succeed the check, or are they pushed?
Oh yeah, they're pushed 2 meters away from you. Yeah, so they'll be pushed towards Nyx since you aimed it in that direction.
Oh shit! Right. Oh god. Yeah. He'll just use his last a little bit of movement just kind of corner over here, get a better look.
Yeah, I get it.
Breathing out.
I get it. Okay, then Harmonia.
Amatia, seeing her baby boy being attacked, angrily points towards the Book of Swarms and shouts, almost growls, "When Nyx put you back in the shelf, he was right." And I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on the stack of books.
Wow, that's strange.
That is strange.
But it kind of works somehow. Anyway, okay, they have to do a composure saving throw, right?
Yes. They have to do a composure save, and should they fail,
Yeah, they do.
they take 6 points of psychic damage. And they have disadvantage on the next attack.
The book's kind of like stop swirling as ferociously as before. Like they dejectedly floats a little bit towards the ground, and they feel sad.
Sad book noises, I guess.
They didn't get the best grade. No, they failed the test.
It's like
Oh,
the
God.
corners of some pages sort of like fold over.
Yeah.
instinctively,
Yeah. Okay. Anything else, Amoria?
Not for this time, no.
All right. So.
So we'll get a little bit protective of Dawn, and we'll start buzzing around the stack of books, and we'll give the help action to Dawn.
Okay. Illyria.
Well, Illyria is a bit startled by the attack of the Booknados.
Stack of the killer books.
She's just gonna walk over, not activating the Sun Sword, but instead just kind of trying to skewer some books, I guess.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Bob some pages.
Fuck you, Rage.
Yeah. I'll run
Yeah,
you through.
exactly.
Rip out all the bookmarks. It's personal.
That's why Illyria preferred to stay out.
Yeah,
The blindings.
Awesome.
Illyria has read books.
Yeah, sure.
Like,
That
how does
bitch-
book work?
Let's roll to hit.
Illyria
Twice.
isn't as stupid as you guys make her out to be. You know
Did
that,
she,
right?
but did she read some books without pictures?
If she
Just
stops
emotionally
self-deprecating, I mean, maybe.
Yeah, it's like, wait. If the books start hitting on Illyria, she'd be like, what?
She's too dense to
my
pick up a
God.
book. Let's roll to hit twice.
Yes.
Jesus.
She's gonna do martial arcanist.
Okay.
Stab with a +2 because you're of the flank.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
So 9 on the first ones. And then... What was it?
No, one hit, didn't it?
Yeah, one definitely hits.
Yeah, so the 16 for shocking grasp.
That's
yes.
+2 as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already added the +2.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, and 16, that also hits. So,
it's
let's...
1d6 plus 8 plus 2d8. 17 damage.
Well, your stabbing doesn't do as much as you wanted it to do. You basically stab a few books and they kind of like get pierced in the middle of them. But what does it do? But it still does do some
What
damage.
is she gonna
The
do?
lightning though does create this burning effect,
as
which
much as she wants to, she's not about to set this library on fire.
I don't know what you mean. Okay, and then that. Alright, this one is definitely smaller than before, below half, but it's still swirling. Okay, Dusk and Dawn.
Okay, Dusk will crash here next to, well, both Dawn and the books, and Hamadia, snarling with anger, will do the throat slice gesture, and then point to the stack of books, and both Dusk and Dawn will just jump on them.
Okay.
So we'll
Claws
start with
rendering
Dawn,
pages.
but is being helped by Soul.
Mhm.
So that's the talon attack for Dawn. 18 plus 23 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, let's roll all of them. Second attack, do we get a +2 because of flanking, or?
You will have to move slightly down, so diagonally
Yeah.
with
So like this.
Yeah, I will allow that.
Okay, so second attack, 18 to hit.
Yes.
Third attack from Dusk would be 10.
That does not hit.
Okay, and a 19.
Yes, so 3
Okay.
times.
Okay, I need to do some calcs. And they're all magical since they have magical shit because they're magic birds. Okay. Let's see.
Strangely enough, I don't care.
Well, let's do so let's do d6 plus 2d6 plus, so that's plus 9. That's all in all 24 points of various piercing, slashing, magical damage.
Alright, despite it being magical, the book doesn't seem as concerned about the slashing damage. There's a lot of pages to slash through, but still it falls underneath half of its hit points. The swarm loses strength. Okay, anything else?
No, that's better.
Alright, back to you, Nix.
I'm going to step away. As I need to take a step back for a ranged attack, and I will flick my wrist and do a click and do a sacred flame on the one next to Illyria.
Okay.
Dex save.
I failed for 13 points of damage. Yes, again, the smell of burning pages goes through the air as the last books fall to the ground. Sizzling. Anything else?
Look bewildered, like we're fighting fucking books. And like kind of shrug and like give Illyria the I have no idea what's going on, but you okay?
Alright, there's only one swarm, and since they're attacked with disadvantage towards Dawn, that's just gonna be a 6 to hit. So Dawn, using their wings, they kind of protect her head against the psychic bludgeoning damage these books deal, and that's all they can do. Arius.
How is the... So anyways, you kids heard of so how... What is the visual right now? Like, Arius cannot see anything of the books,
It's
or...
very difficult to see anything, but there's a few like books that are above Dawn up in the air, since they're kind of like occupying like a 3D kind of tall space. But it is definitely going to be a higher DV to hit, or they're gonna have a higher AV to hit.
He takes
Unless
he
you
takes
got
aim.
What is it called? Spell sniper?
Spell sniper?
Yeah.
No spell sniper here. Not
Okay.
yet, anyways. He just looks above and he takes aim, kind of almost like supporting his arm with the soul mark on to try and focus it, and then he shoots off 2 force blasts again. All right.
I will point that you do also have magic missile, don't you? With that, you don't need to roll to hit. Oh, right. I forgot. Sorry.
You are good. That would be his bravery.
13. You attack twice. 13 is not enough to hit.
No, that's the bravery, right?
No. That's the roll I have to do every top of the round.
That's the standard.
Oh, yeah. To see if you act or not. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you are good. All right. Here's
too
the
many
here's the
mechanics.
2 rolls.
Yes.
You're fine. First roll.
Wow.
How? How?
He hates books. Makes you speaking facts.
I mean, if he's not thinking straight, he starts critting.
It dies on the first attack. What do you want to do?
Again, with no showcase of proper intention or training, he's doing this pretty instinctually. And at first, he kind of aims at some books just flying by themselves, his arm not sure where to aim, and he just tries to predict where some of them are and shoots out a blast.
They scatter to the ground in a rain of paper.
Nix instinctively ducks as he hears this sound crackling through, like, oh shit!
Oh no!
Not again!
Yeah, I chose you.
And after he shoots, he just a deep breath in and deep breath out.
How dare they?
When no other book comes flying towards your heads, and you relax and look around, there is more than 100 books, spines and pages is like scattered around you, like if a great tornado had gone through this place. It's a total and absolute mess. What bothers you the most, however, is that now you're clearly able to see what is written on these pages. All of them look exactly the same. There are no blank pages. All of them have been scribbled over with this one angry message in capitalized letters, ink dots everywhere. And they all say, curiosity killed the cat. And with that, we're going to end tonight's episode of Curse of Battlemaps.
Ooh.
Oh my god!
Who's cat?
Welcome.
Why is she dead?
I knew it. The cat.